President Akufo the be hand you over or hand you over. But the more baby anomakro. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds.
Violence and all that. Say, some kwasia huna na. What they starting no. And this new class can be. And kobo police amane. We are kwasia.
And come on, that pronunciation one. Yeah, Baba, no report we documents ben and one more sister from the National Security HQ. We dey kwesi. But ye dey kwesi ye fam kwesi say documents ni kopie peni bi fie. Peni ben a ye be kire. Number 2, afi one more sister sika egugu boxes ma and also one dey call. We've managed to secure video footage at our National Security HQ ho. We dey scan e call. Number 3 on the item. President Addo Akufo may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. Yes. Don't joke. Me say that President Addo Akufo is making all frantic effort to say, he may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. Me was surprised. That is the idiosyncrasy of African leadership. Yes. President Akufo ya enya wanwa mama ikweku amete bia wo ebe wanwa. But enya me wanwa. Why? In Africa, in the African continent, ya to aba ma abato na chinu legitimate party ewini anase wedi nkunim. Na me predecessor anase the government in power say me hand you over. And I want to remember an example tonight. The reason why President Addo Akufo say Ansha Annan bia ye huno and yes no say per intelligence report ye gadano may not want to hand over. See this now and you no see all hand over. There is intelligence a year pick here. Now say on to me mekanche Ghana for say all hand over. Onim say no be kan enye enti kweti kwan bia mo pese mo fa so a wo mo de be create bibia a storm in the teacup ebe lead to say ansha na hand over na maso na afina wo mo continue power we fit say agro African leaders there mesrewo ebisia wo mo dangerous. How many times prior to see ebe to aba man tete President Akufo keka ninsem bi keka ninsem sa no enti so be hand over tonight ya the report ni betudwa and afi we are calling on the eminence ibin chambers ni na wo memu ha we are calling on them ECOWAS ECOMO all of them United Nations they all have to wake up. Yeah, wo de obetia here baby amede mo kwa anadwe brace yourself the obetimi an say you call a friend, call a brother, and we sit here. And of course, in Nyoma Ebano, an ordin tonight. And of course, still on my bail tonight, I have Mr. Kofi Kwache. Mr. Kofi Kwache, a former London, Ireland chairman, Emma, the National Democratic Congress. Yes, Mr. Kofi Kwache is the former chairman, Emma, London and Ireland branch of the National Democratic Congress. Omufri London and Ombegu Memha. My election course, so he's in the house. You know, so be exclusive one-on-one. Be and Madrid here, me bail no see it, fall up, yeah. In the Shannon to say, and then so your last show into do quiet whatever it is, no problem. You know what? And folks, and some nam kwemo about, and some nam kwemo about, papa. And so what we're down for, and then the first time I would show, what they hear your show now, can then who said this is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, which comes off Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The time 8 o'clock sharp. Now we are airborne on CTV. Quick one, and of course, your investigative journalist. Before you be called Ghana Speaks more. To enjoy the show, after tonight's show, no, unless you say we subscribe to our channel, Facebook, and then YouTube. So, yeah. Because there are lots of breaking news you're better toward your mom in this very venison Christmas venison festivity yeah. And for you to enjoy our shows yedebe bano the tonight go on YouTube na subscribe it. My CTV I had to say they watch my letter to my girlfriend in those days, as you know. My CTV move on to screen is mom. I'm sure said that screen is so. My CTV GH simple. My CTV GH simple. Subscribe. Go subscribe. I know I press it. Adom. So when you press the event saying the bell no, it means automatically you've become a subscriber to our channel. Any program be made there, whether here or even under the belly of the sea, you will definitely have the notification and you know say we've gone live. Into when your program maybe. So subscribe from a net econo member me program until next year. But there will be breaking news in between now or until 6th of January. Tienyo bebre yakwa hujima na be Kwaku na mo madness. No, I'm a human, I'm not a robotic. And some me kwajima home. But in between our hujin the programs beba, a lot of things will be coming your way. But and yet studio ha yebeko information superhighway so YouTube, Facebook. So subscribe to the channel my CTVGH na etimi ade abwa emwenya program to struggle to know say show way Kwaku you've done it or you are not doing it. Now folks nti yede besi yase na fi yemra quick Ghana speaks nti me baba chiremo anadwi national security reporter womatentam edie kosie sika wonwe lodu enso edie kosie President Addo Akufo may or may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. Details of all of this coming. But until that, politics of today takes us to one of the human elements found in the catastrophic defeat of the NPP in the just ended election 2024, giving accounts of why Swami interchange was delayed. NPP for defeat defeat Nipa ba ku omo amobekaya I think ene Wednesday ana I'm ready ene Monday mobekaya last week Friday ye boni tape wa ha ena me tell mo say NPP phone kuguo na won mudi ye no hey multiples of issues be brave but if you are to go into details of human elements are one more eboy my party ni di nkugu a wo modoso one among them me boni di nchireo tonight I am here again to unveil this human element. Oboama womudi nkugu pa. But anadwi ade a wo ye ne se afi ode ni mpanimfo bi atena se e na wo kire ni mpanimfo no kwanye fa so a NPP for flagship program na eso mo yema Asante man no yes Swami interchange mo be kaya Swami interchange Asante fo yaka ho asema ka manye. But tonight the chairman of the new patriotic party in Ashanti region, a chronicle of events, what led to the delay of this very project. Saying, and what can I say? Tienipa, we Ashanti regional chairman, Emma MPP, we know your chairman. Take a listen to it.
A project and it delayed. It means that there is a possible cause, and that cause is the reason why the regional executives have conglomerated here to pray for the government and pray for Nana Akufo, for the Ashanti party a project, and it delayed. It means that there is a possible cause, and that cause is the reason why the regional executives have conglomerated here to pray for the government and pray for Nana Akufo, for the Ashanti party.
Obaso saying What's not saying? Oh, say. Now, what you are saying? Mudu we are Kotana, the whole, the regional capital, Ashanti region. Ashanti region, we are Mubezo. The nerve center. The umbilical cord of the new patriotic party. Nerve center. And I say, the epicenter of the party. A low IQ. See, no, see, saying, and a swami, and a conglomerated Fahinis in here, Kwasiaki Kasao, and a Periani and a joke. And you were proud. Another human element whose conduct also contributed to the demise of the new patriotic party in the just ended polls is why Nipa Baku onusu kaho ma MPP for dim enkuguo. This cataclysmic defeat, unprecedented, right? It's a political debacle that the MPP, regrettably enough, ever since 1992 Constitution came into inception, the worst part of the MPP performance on the political space is this one. Now, another branch of Kahuma in Kugo Kasia and Subama or MPP for Nakwemo. Take a listen to him. Listen.
Yes, and tell me soon, I see. No crap. Yes, Yanima Comfort Mukumamoa, Yanima Tofu Mukuma, judges for and a Kumamu. In the Mumuna Massa. About one aircon is about issues, but I'm this year or Munka issues. And Dauro, Mercator said, no Munkwane be Mokruma. 2024 Bawe aircon. And you have this time a young peace council and a young Christian Yasemo. Open to me no be so being for power, Manu. 2024 elections, what year? Now, won't you see Nketiah? Oh, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. No, what Jimmy that's one. What Jimmy Nketiah? Official Munkwane Mana. Me say 2024 elections, and now Munkwane Jimmy. Hey, say, MPP we nearby. Not so be catch there, say, because of us unreality. Yemfama and this year, because I Ghana chick. MPP. I'm repeating it here. Say MPP a cock or twaba. Now, what's your opinion be sorry? Ever catch this or no, as soon free real moonaba. Nanyanko passman say, oh, my country MPP for some Marini, now Mama Sundrienti, Monfama and this for because I Ghana chick. What in your kind? Mati. What? Near Fatu Timsa. Sasan Kwasia Huna, Wamodi Nano, Yaba catch almost 7 December, say. Police in Peba Binina, Sojan Peba Binina, na and this in MPP team, or Piantimu Robia. Because maybe say me or Piantimu. Yes, maybe me or Piantimu, because Cassicana me Cassican, who bought to a me botu. May catch the MPP need Biate, and this in Cassicana can be called report to police in Babia. Police near mania on the castle pretty violence and all. Say, San Quasia Huna, what they are starting, and this new classic cannot be and Kobo police mania. We are Quasia. What name Yansan and this and the shall see a boom dripping whom videos need be. Miss Madame, may you can't do such nonsense because here, Meme Regging, so do a sampa. Mamma Buan this new to Nana on your ring. And this new was sampa no dinko asema e the MPP nia me organizing and this new nam sunyana onye hwenu so kasika no sampa and this new what sunyana onye ne me atwa ne sika na tika se amaye no e wo Búrñ oh me say wo bo and this ni MPP ni won kan kwanta and this new what sunyana onye hwenu na ma organize no ma ko twitwa ne bi eno be lawlessness sani be kono because Obi timin tracing yes, and few what Piasun Tiba for to be fat to me, Moby. What kind of nonsense is that? Now, lawlessness, Obi Timin Mama, yeah, bad branding, no, one funny pictures and Titarum. One funny Titarum.
Pepe. See, so these are the human elements. One more, kwanya wo party ni mu a. Enipa bebre Ghana bebre nyama na ekono afina eye nipa ahmete. So, but some ye nyoma say ya mo hu enye Ghana fo akono. But whilst they were doing this, no one said no. They were digging their own grave gradually before Ghanaians. Many have been wondering why and how Honorable Katie Hammond lost Adansia Square constituency seat. But tonight, the reasons are here. Enipa bebre yo mo say, Katie Hammond, eba send Wontumi lose ni seat ni sa. Yeah. Woman bebre na Nketiah say, "Vat me ankasa kra na ha me kakra." You know, Ghana politics here quite funny though, is it not? Katie Hammond ye nipa bi a why say ehuhuro ni awo set off. Na minise bebre so mpe Katie Hammond asem, but he's such a hilarious guy, creates a lot of fun, all of that. And Ghana politics, they be make say one you careful. So we MPP ni now kotama de the boy NDC ni trimwa. So we NDC ni ukotama de the boy MPP ni trimwa. Amani a ubenya bo say country ko wenya wamane. Because at the apex of the leadership of NDC, at the apex of the leadership of MPP, they are like this. Yeah. So and sometimes the enmity any when tree maintain me who many adeno I see a tone in your madam. So na amani may be anye Katie Hammond say me Kwaku my assessment of Katie Hammond constituency. Katie under no circumstances should have lose this election. Why you my power? Yeah, but Adansia Sukwafu for reasons why they did this to Katie, I don't know. But somebody has answers to why Katie lost because he went there to do something. Who is this person? Take a listen to this.
Annan, wouldn't say voters registered. Youth, Addo so check before. Annan what be television so say. Youth for women say Mutikutu say Kube. How many of my body say Kuha, woman Angrily. So, and the Annan made the cockeye almost. Nipa mutra ba mani. Osi Mutikutu Nyansa bieni. Osa to mana just Nyansa ni mu.
Mama tra hona mo ya
So. Si uko na nipa ombe wamuna de oba na si mutumano de anache se no kweze mutri no ajbini bia ni mu. Annan unim say voters registered. Youth Addo so check before. Annan what be television so say youth for women say Mutikutu say Kube. How many of my body say Kuha, woman Angrily. So, and the Annan made the cockeye almost. Nipa mutra ba mani. Osi Mutikutu Nyansa bieni. Osa to mana just Nyansa ni mu.
Mama tra hona mo ya
So.
The chairman of the National Democratic Congress, now, I may perhaps say that this is on the lighter note, but Katie Hammond, we understand, say, the Mrantia, Homo, Etam, the pin sheets in the attitude with him. And then Katie Hammond at a point in demand to know, say, who pin sheets were near function yet the pin sheets were nowhere to be found. Now, Honorable Kwame governs Abuja. Or mini papa, Honorable Abuja, I salute you. Yes. One of a member of Parliament, Me penasem papa because he's blunt. Honorable Kwame Governs Agboja, a member of parliament for Adaklu constituency, has some learning message for majority leader Kwame Afenyi marking. Now, member of parliament, their foot will be their Kwame Afenyi marking. What pray for them. Sir, not in his wildest dream would he ever call himself a minority leader. Da. Na mo kaya ebra ye may be called 4 members of parliament. One more Arizonian, not just automatically. Kwame Afenyi marking group now must sit on the minority bench. And also oko transfer one be kugu and wanko. But and you man Kwame Afenyi marking lately in Ghana's parliament in the Bibre na say but this member of parliament, Honorable Kwame Governs Agboja, Edia Futu Kesebi dia man. Serious one. Emu pa. And I believe say me say utie and what lessons would Kwame Afenyi markings take out of this? Take a listen to Honorable Agboja.
Please. Mr. Speaker, we don't need to debate this. But Mr. Speaker, my colleague on the other side, you've actually helped him when he was insisting that you shouldn't put a question because he wanted everything here to be adopted. Mr. Speaker, I will encourage you, and he's saying that whenever he's got his numbers, he will bring things that we don't like and put them to vote. Mr. Speaker, I want you to be fair to him and all of us. Put the issues, even the business statement, to listen. So if the House decide that we are rejecting it, let's reject it today. Not on the day that he's got people on his side. So, Mr. Speaker, I entreat you, put the issue to a vote. So that let us reject it for him to know that we are opposed to the attempt to grant tax waivers worth 300 million, which have been opposed for 2 years. Mr. Speaker, put a question. Don't even give him the opportunity because you were speaking to him in parable when you said to him that sometimes you protect him by asking him to look at his back. By looking at his back. Mr. Speaker, what happens the day that the people on my back are not enough and his are more? Then you will try to take the judges, would that be fair on that day? Mr. Speaker, would that be fair on that day? Mr. Speaker, put a question so that we reject the business statement today, so that we can go and do a proper business committee meeting and agree on what is put on the business statement coming from the majority of the people on the business statement. That would be a fairer way of doing it instead of protecting him because he has, almost canty back there, just like the votes they got, so that we who are in a majority will be in a disadvantage. This is the true nature of who you are. This is why the Ghanaians gave you a vote to commensurate with the numbers you have. Yet you said you haven't learned any lessons. You haven't learned any lessons. You are still walking like this. Talking now, you cannot tell us we are a government. Look at the size of the government. Is this a government? Is this a government? This is less than the district assembly size of this thing.
Mr. Speaker, very soon it will get to its turn.
And the Honorable Kwame Governs Agboja and Wotu Kwame na Afenyi marking Otu Nufono. The one say no see channel, see more real size referencing why Justice Atuguba say that real size. Kwame na Afenyi marking ye Dadzie e Ghana has say asutie kekre obeya asutie no makoye dey so many we say ye ka say the 8th parliament of the 4th republic ye ka say they are in recess. Emma government workers, over 700,000 government workers across all over Ghana have not been paid. Why? Because of Number one, Kwame Afenyi marking was looking forward to say the NDC minority group no enko boawom na womon pass a loan facility over millions of dollars. Woman SEO, yeah, they Kotoka aircraft, helicopters, and all kinds of military hardware at this time in Tibida. India, why won't you leave all this procurement for the new government to come and procure? Almost we want to buy military aircraft, helicopters, ship, and innumerable offensive machineries, offensive weapons. Why don't you leave it to the government? Then incoming government to procure. Almost Number 2, I feel one more say insist say tax waivers now. One more person one more kasa MPP penifo, one more companies no. One more 2D, 1D, 1F no. One more person one more tax waivers so. And the queen be also and also one more coin may emphasize tax waivers and toso. Oh boni amudi. Now folks, it's been 3 years in the NPP government. All these companies way my wavy taxes every so and mobe kaya me be yes expose no ewa ne kan this can you saying over several billions of United States dollars ya wavy tax in a much short changing government of Ghana. Number 2, some companies so any companies they call acquire one district one factory. No, all these companies belongs to NPP top echelons. Companies are number 3, they are not into one district one factory. They know many of the companies, according to investigations here, are into what? Hospitality industry, hotels. A business real estate companies. A business are into goods and services. Making utresini na ediko district and some municipal areas. Amosi mukosi factories no akukura ni ho. MPP. Idonyame Céasë ya tu ye boase pa se na ye beko break naba. Me say ye beko break abawo. You see, the last time I can say Afenyi should come and tell Ghanaians the truth. Why Kwaku Kwatin NPP for one member for Obuasi West or Obuasi South or me they be am refi. Come and tell us why Kwaku Kwatin Obuasi West, why Kwaku Kwatin was taken off from the finance committee as the chairman. Mumeka Ghana for why you did this to Kwaku Kwatin. Yeah, reason is saying Wontumi nka but madam. The reason why Kwaku Kwatin was taken from the chairmanship the chairmanship of the finance committee was because of this one district one factory. Kwaku Kwatin is a decent guy. Now share billions and billions of Ghana cedis and dollars as our taxes when are move wavy off every companies in this one. No, Kwaku Kwatin who said no, you guys are not being fair to Ghanaians. Into Kwaku Kwatin said no, yen try say ye be your due diligence. Na sa due diligence no. Etinya me ye who company A, company B, company C, for Ghanaians. Guess what? As far as Afenyi, as far as Mensa and the rest are concerned, no, almost all more coin. And to him, now we are almost Parliament, I reopening. And to almost another thousands of companies, you better pass tax waivers. And they are more no more for future. Aqua Gigi says, can you contractors and owners of these companies. And then a moody Búrñ say, even at this last minute, MPP, you are not ready to even pardon Ghanaians with criminality, with giving corruption, looting, daylight looting of the state coffers. You are not ready. When you're ready, say you even pardon Ghanaians. No? Ghanaians within MPP, Madamo, come go and ask Kwaku Kwatin. So over here, where is he? Went to Kwaku Kwatin recently. Go and ask Mpeni for where is Honorable Kwaku Kwatin? MP for him for Obuasi West. Nkobi says over him for. When was the last time Moteninka? Yeah, me was MPP ni papa. Mapa. He was the former deputy minister for finance. Where is he? Because in Parliament, he disagreed with all the top members of the MPP. Said, Bonina Mudieno, the corruption, the daylight looting of the state money is completely absurd. But they were also telling Kwaku Kwatin, so no, this job is inevitable. And one year. Now, Honorable Eugene Boakye Entry, a member of Parliament for Subin constituency in Ashanti region, in his epistles, listen, in his epistles, also chronicle yet another human element who contributed to the demise of the governing New Patriotic Party in the recent polls. Member of Parliament or Subin constituency in Ashanti region, and also I feel or the nipa bin so abeto abonten say say nipa way 1 2 3 and so ka ho and MPP den edi nkugo. Why no wabobo omudin no? I'm sure we all know them, but this one is coming from a stalwart of the NPP. Take a listen to him.
So we allowed it. If you have lost the election today, it's because of Kenoforiata. NPP has won this election because of Kenoforiata. Gabi Asomochinakon and Asati Begi Etu. I'm mentioning names.
What have they done?
What have they done? Kenoforiata was there. Who? In 2000, do you remember how President Akufo said when he was campaigning? Do you remember?
What did he say?
Was 600.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Economy. 2016, what did President Akufo say at trade fair? What the Baumiaba? So we see Sikasima mind. What was he talking about? Economy. How can we win a nation in this country without the economy? Why do you think our nations are punished the way they have?
But the people you mentioned, apart from Ken, they are not responsible for the economy.
Yes. Now, the president kept Ken there for 1 year and 2 months, 14 months.
After you have been assured.
After we have been assured. Yes. 2017, my brother is here. Anytime Ken came to deliver the budget, was it about me present? 2018 wasn't he there? 2019 wasn't he there? 2020, they cut off Baumia. That's where all the excessive borrowing and the intolerable introduction of taxes on the people of this country started. That's what they cut Baumia off. So when we say we have to build a party, and MPP needs an open heart surgery to build this party. We cannot be sweeping this under the carpet. They are not jokers. And you can say, Randy, we are not leading, we are not senior members, we are leading the rest of the party. We have to let the base believe that we really have handed over power to the NDC. The received wisdom in Westminster says that opposition parties don't win elections, governments lose them. We have lost the power to NDC. We did all this, Randy. The man was kept there. Now, Gabi became the chief advisor to the finance minister. They were the ones drawing the budget.
This is just an allegation.
It's an allegation. I'm telling you. I'm talking about allegation.
No, it's an allegation. He's not provided
I'm telling
evidence.
you.
Yes.
He was the one drawing the budgets.
How?
Okay. If you don't want to challenge me, let's into another day. Okay. There's more I want to go on.
So move on.
Now, we did all this. Businessmen, campaign time, go to yes, businessmen. Businessmen.
Like collapse their business.
Even 2 weeks ago, I was going to lobby for some funds for one of our young pieces. But my usual family on them. Yes. Randy, look, this party, you see here, open heart surgery. We should be sweeping it under the carpet. Oh, carpet now, why bitter? Bitter for what? I left this country at 21.
For some critical, very, very critical, and I tend to agree with Eugene Entry. Yeah, I'll say the governing New Patriotic Party needs what? Open heart surgery. And then we are learning to say yes. One must set a committee a yebe probu reasons why they lost. Yeah, but what human element be to say Eugene Ahenom woman trainer party no anchor position and son or more kasana. Look, fantastic guys. And somewhat ebe piano Ghana for hey those who enko Ghana how yeah okay Gabi asarochire dako and one ni nwan Ken ofori ata ekanidie ho no te ho ye de these were the family members who were controlling the nation's purse as far as we are concerned, and nobody talks, nobody touches them. The nation's purse, woman and that one. years ago, Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo told the world, or he told the outgoing government something. Today, history is giving a flashback of his words. 8 years ago, Senior Minister Osafo-Maafo no wodi nkomo bi. Sa nkomo na no wodi no wo ka asem bi a kire a government a obe free ho na omomo aba aben mu. Na oka asem bi kire sa aban no emu empanimfo bi asem na oka kire sa asem na oka ne ende. There is what you call a flashback. Something, a history is in the making. And the same situation is playing at their face. Listen to this.
We have a payroll for every department and every sector institution in this country. So if I'm appointed a new minister and your payroll, you are not on the payroll till December, the day of the election, and you're going to appear on the payroll for January, when were you engaged in that particular thing? You are going to create a problem. If names appear on the payroll after December, we definitely will lay them off quietly. We have a payroll for every department and every sector institution in this country. So if I'm appointed a new minister and your payroll, you are not on the payroll till December, the day of the election, and you're going to appear on the payroll for January, when were you engaged in that particular thing? You are going to create a problem. If names appear on the payroll after December, we definitely will lay them off quietly.
Asemi walking and history is repeating who. As I speak to you, many government institutions, employment is here, make us say, Parliament House, Parliament, nipa saying 250. Yes, so we need you gum. Now then one say, your interview na dia chinya na am appointment letter. Ya form. Last Friday, Mukaya, and also me buy a report editor, Bank of Ghana, the nation's apex bank, and also assistant nipa saying 150 nipa from the national security. But the sad part of it is that say nipa no a free national security BullGod Bank of Ghana no. Some have not resigned from the national security, you know. So we say we could run national security Bank of Ghana why they have contravened the Security and Intelligence Act, you know, because some resign and sana no national security in penny for Edwo Kura quietly. Emma Friday me be pitch me be obi picture editramo sani penny yedo. As I speak, employment air cost for many government agencies busy. Why busy Afenyi gidi. MPP penny former money na ho NDC sorry. Now Parliament the say no what they are doing is one backdate at the end. Very dangerous. Now the people of Nsawam Adregiri have rejected their member of parliament Frank Adom, but it does appear the constituency feel being imposed. Yen na yen nim say Nsawam Adregiri ho asemwa esi wo no kire say Frank Adom pray obi a Nsawam for na rejecting straight up. But as part of the machinations on the ground, the omo ya say one person omo de Abronye na Nsawam for ne kon. Nsawam for Adregiri for who say no, this is like a position and they are very angry. Why? Reactions on the ground and I'm a person take a listen to these reactions. Nsawam Adregiri.
chance here for cra. Sure, what's not quite Jack Walano? What's not quite Come on, sure.
Every year I go from me.
Sure. It's a short time. You have to cut that out. Why do you want me to be banned?
I just keep down the boy.
You for no calls. Say for not Kotoka.
I'm going to say, I'm
don't play Brahman or no better than Figure.
I'm back coming to see you.
Yes, you are Addo. There are more sporadic reactions coming soon. Video ya media chowe shewe so me say adie bi ba be si wo memu ha Ghanaians sheno so me ne chairman Mensa Kofi Kwachi ebedi nkomo ye wia ye beba sa report no so. But then guess what? Some chiefs in Ashanti region have reacted shortly after NPP lost in election 2020. What are their concerns? Now, Asante memu ahimfo bi aka omo ho kasa na no ya NPP lose election. E die be ntina ahimfo no kasa na die na ahimfo no eka. Be wasuniti di. Take a listen to the chiefs in Ashanti region.
NPP bafo koto nka ho enye NPP bafo koto ene ye fapem. Wono no kofa NLM baaye. Ena Amadu Baba Zongofo enya ka ho. Isla ene Ezi Antonom, any Apalunum Nabaka home, any a year, United Party. United Party, Dr. Dan Kwanoni Party. The party, Kwame Kuma different in some. A humobro and homo friend for Kobo. And no better than a faith, ya Case MPP, as a Dombo, Buzia, Dankwa. Na Bavo to Nijinway, let you say a modern one tier, Kakoma, a come by. Bafo Koto one tea party noa NLM and a United Party and a Progress Party and a PFP. PF Nekwedu says here and now the pass and for 17. Vitosu our Ashanti would as president. Akufo Addo no for William Oforiata. I said they are here home yempre Masantini yeso and to go join UNC. No Akufo Addo no MPP no waka home. Wudi mu wasan ko na fo be pedi emu na yese mako e na ode be hye santeman ani yade no pese yanyade fi se yanya dwonko bia ba bia no ye dwane akosen ho yade yade ni nya hospital ni na no wa sei ni na ntime de mahama papa ne bebo amano na ye danyame aseso e de mano na mahama ma menim de nkakuma se man anara santeman tete ye fabrem ye wo MPP parliamentary as be say aduanan son obia ne ho a woka bi e ma santeman se bia hospital yensi fafari yenye sawia yenye kumawu yenye bakwa yenye tepa yenye na sante hene nwa humobro wura anya badaye ankase nabi me man ensei me ma yade edokuro me man wa bra yade enya babi nkura Onwara Sebi Buru Oye Nisika $1 million 5 million and now stress and nananum woman woman on anywhere or CM more. Let us say intimate hospital no. Agenda 111 honey for so say. The stress can give me this way a displace a component I can ye. To be there Edenyamiase Emma Mahama send Yamia tea in the sufre. Near you now we are tired at tree. Last time I said the mind as we are 2 at Tiano. Amma one no who for I don't know. So also pay ourselves so pay us more. One fan come from Mosso and fan call.
Nana Madaroma so do me some de kakra beka ho. Na mema omanpanyi na waba ni trinkwa. Na media nkakai na mbeka akai no. Ebra oba yura utumfo se tutua bebio ho. A boxer obeseye. Ye ba ya yura kra se mo fa krata no megina hanfa nhyere nsem no wokwa awakai. Ono abaye nnwumedi a odi nyina na obeda na di kire asanteman. Fomina aferi se de nanano madi kaken. Na mesre no se onkai krofuru market. Dia eyo how kese ma santimai bi okumase na wabe nso no onfa abutre na nokure na wo so obeka kire Ghana man ni asantimai no ene Ghana man no omanenye na semhia se yetuntuma omeyenhunu se yekokwa omeyenhunu afi nso so ono ase obi biara wafa Ghana sika edi dwumedie bi a ensem fata peti kwan so epre no wagye dia magana yesre no ma honso hia no afi so wose nyoma tuo bi wo ha ni nyina obeyi afiri ho onfa wose enye woyo na onhunu se yewura asante hene ene asante man ene kumase man nyina ata nachi waye bi pen am yehunu nti enim se obetimi aye eda kumase man asante man Ghana man a omu transe hunu ye se eduru se ye nsisaye na Mahama edwumadie papa odi ni mrebi atwam no omu hunu se oba obetimi asato aso se nyame beka no ho sekadwa beta na chi ama ni dwumadie bia wodi bia no ayeyi amagana afa ne ntuma papa efra ye de enyese bia ye beka asamatia obi a na ye beka da bi ye mom ye pre ama kumase asante yeso ye chefe wo mu na no oba menhia wo saka bibibi wo se enye nkranko a na wo se ye di mpuntuo ko tambia wo sa wo dwe kura to aso asai bibisi nkran ya obetimi ede hozo atena abuman wasanso shebo se abandada no dwumedi a wodi bia no oba nyaade obeto agu obeto aso wasanso shebo se free education no obehemu kina enu ane yepe fomena ni se wiadie a wo sha ase a ni afaridie a wakwa ba betu die emirika so a nananu na daroma yesre no o mewie mayen na load na da konfanoche no esonte yakwa no bebre wo ho nso a abadada nyese wanye bi waye bi o meto asomaye na afeso oman security eno so hia yen se de ya da ebetimi ada yesre no yenim so obetimi aye ntina Ghana fo ato aba ma no ne kwaya wo faso biara obetimi abu man no so faso yenim se wabai ahokire na beba animu ya enso wayi bi painting ne yede na begina ho wayi bi painting ne yede akonwa no so ama no won kai na ano na omomoden na onye bi nka ho na ne din pa na oja na okire no ento aso yenim se nye sika na obepe Nemo you say or bad be Ghana si one way ye. I'm a young sampa. Now no semi the tone sworn, Mentesa. It's run kusa. Say. Now didn't pay wouldn't soon. Nananum dim pie bot. No radina coupons white tarnachi. Now what me didn't do my pepe. And until ne concern Nananuma your war Kumasi Traditional Council. Yes, yeah. The title is a Manakwaba. Baba on transit. No mayor Ghana, my Yunusampa. Nano de Katu, Mahama-Nana sanity.
Oman Penny, John Dramani Mahama. Yemo Trinkwa. Ishaw kusa. Yemo Trinkwa. Adepa a ewo mu no ene ade dia ma Ghana nyina. Hypocrites anti-mine. Yehu na yenyina ye sosoro. Yebo abaso. Na ne ye kan se emo bia ese de bo awo. Se hunam se sunsun mu ye de bebo awo. Yesre nananom e kan ye ho e wo ya na muntu bia ho. Senia ye hwehwe ye nsabeka asumdwe ebeba Ghana asumdwe beba santimai enkoso mpuntuo ebeba santimai ene Ghana man nyina enimi sa wode onyi yimo emre kwa na oteso no na santimai enhye danta wa kisa na ensusu ne esa wo ye ema yewura eni kro no wo ye ananu mo kasa ombobo bi so na sesenia atuo ni mpaibɔ dindin ai bɛbɔ de ata wachi ama na mmɔn foforo a wo ba betuo no akoyie ama man no dada na wo yɛ no yɛntumi ana wase but enne akwan yɛ fa so di vote ma NDC vote ma wo ɛkyerɛ sɛ yakai ene pa wo ye ma santimai senye mempene bi na wo kira enka eye nkonwanko a edu ena NDC for age free Asante nkonya ne ye aduanan so ese yekura mu du mempene no nyina free ho a edu ene ekuta yenim se enam se di emra Ghana mamra ene bu oman no ntino bibia ansesa the whole country 188 seats and NDC for our winning 188 kese adwene didn't ase so edio nyame manensa so achre se owure ya wo be edomu a mede eta na chi eni sabe anya kontekro won odi animu na ensoso na pamfo a eye parliamentarians omuhu hia papa akwan bia na nanom ye befa so ne abo pini no na sabe akwankyere bibia e bewe segu na sum futuo ai de be manu ni nyina e bebo ano na bra no yasre no wati amaye Ghana e betumpon Ghana dachi eye kese o man beni e de nyame asema wo
Ebisafo, this is me who be that. To be very honest, I stand to be corrected though, but menkai debi se wo memu se president bia back abetra konwa so a ahemfo akasi o e wo santimem esim konwa a wotie wo manu kasa seven previous an che se because ahemfo ikra na air politics here dey am the president elect No. I think, sir, the National Democratic Congress must be proud of Ashanti region. Why would I say this? Because so what can you know? NDC from Kunya, one of them was Santimemuno, that are crying and name. A Bria can say, and Kunya, NDC for sweep was Santimemuno, a Búrñ in song, a Kekako, the echo. Now, Niano Masia shots on person would be free NDC for Nessa. Then also a home some war. Folks, the Amema say, and the Akadia Ahimfuya can say, the Wolf of where can he say? The National Democratic Congress, led by the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Monshema Santimemu, Sene Papemwa, Asantimemu Krano, every Timiaba Baya most strong base more than even Volta region. And you can do it. Oh, yes, because Santimemu AGM NDC Fortum Precope. Nanyasa, want to be no near Santimemu. Want to me at the whole. Conglomerations, Nemesa, and Sembi Basabasano, that's going to be in deliver seat Ama Ashanti for AMPP. Folks, of course, we're also transmitting live on dozens of stations, all picking the feed tonight. Folks, Afenyi Afi Mebabe presented the report about the possibility, say, and not the impossibility, whichever way you look at it. Why it may look or may appear, say, the president may want to play, or within the government would want to play some dilly-dally, say, it be a handover be, enye juma, anase senti. Sana se. Well, it's just about 58 minutes gone past the hour 9. This is the Frontline Investigate.
The day of reckoning is here. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of darkness and the beginning of light and truth.
Of course, this is tonight to give you this special report. Now, the Frontline Deep Throat Intelligence Source. And we titled this President Addo Akufo's attempt to hold on to power exposed. The Frontline Deep Throat's intelligence source, coupled with our Trojan horse, has uncovered a flip-flop, slope, emotional-driven President Addo Akufo in his last-minute bid to plunge the country into a state of abyss. The American natural said the Frontline show no ensani and nine akwa peke near bia edi ekwo bia said ansha President-elect John Dramani Mahama may not be sworn in the January 7th. Etra anamotuo bia ekoso sa anamotuo ya ekoso ene mantie kaka de yeke. Na me Kwaku me sorry am kasaba sabasa o se wo ye Ghana ni sabriwe na wo hwe me na me fa de say e break kakra me share program ya se besi sabriwe. If you want to put my job to test, and two, if you want to critique my job, a quite also bet me a critique. However may I say and maintain, say be no media to a form one Sadiano and Yading has not come to pass, or Yenya who says was ampa asana kwekukan and catch them which one? How many national security reports have I not put on the table? Ni nara embemu. Catch me. Then also my name who mrika meka someone enye ne kra na anye de. But folks, the Yekebiano, Ghana for me say you taking it serious. Now, President Akufo the be hand you over or hand you over. Me the more baby anoma krom. This calculation is on the war drawing board in the inner corridors of the presidency as they prepare to unleash the war birds. They prepare to unleash the war birds to stir confusion, leading to anarchy. And ultimately, this will lead to the declaration of what we call states of emergency. This, therefore, will lead to the Akufo's government would have to stay in power, while it would have to stay in power a while longer, whilst the president-elect would be hanging in balance. And folks, I tell you, this is pretty dangerous. Information I hear picking it said, sir, arrangement way, leading to what you call state of emergency. And Yadebia, and what the drawing board so at the presidency, one more year for rehearsals. Did you make any year? One more year for rehearsals. Yes. And easy, sir. Rehearsals no more year except they are gauging the space as to whether or not, sir, they should press the state of emergency button or they will not press it. But you cannot also press the state of emergency button easy. There must be what you call the precursor one, or if you like, the precipice. Because without any precipitation, listen to me, Ghanaians, without any precipice, you cannot press the emergency button in this country. Yeah. So in other words, what you call the war birds, who may be unleashed against the backdrop of this state of emergency, are also on standby. Whilst they are also working hard, they are working their ass off to see to it how possible state of emergency will be declared. Yes. Now, state of emergency, so many declare, one declare, a day and a memo. Now, in some circles of the NPP, some of them believe that the candidates Alhaji Mahama-Nana conceded so early. And then you cross to Sana no more. No. So what's so that from what they're making in the one? Just that NPP Petition be removed. Said the candidates Alhaji Mahama-Nana did something they will tell you said it's politically incorrect. And no one can say. But another school of thought also believes that Bawumia did the right thing. So right now there is no avenue or space for what you call the precursor to any state of emergency. Now, what is left now on their drawing board, as I said, parliamentary seats in Akano would become a secured avenue to stir this controversy. Now, so one year and one, and no chance Céasë, Osemi, and Nsawoma Adrejiri, the tension in Nsawoma Adrejiri, and notwithstanding only in Nsawoma Adrejiri to be that of isolated cases. No, there are about several constituencies within. Mika say, NDC for Ariata, so I think Tema West, ho baby, Ebi Bright, ho. And they can say, Ebi Bright, no so they are towards hey, Mupo, 7 December, Wamuso Mira Parliamentary. And there are several of these constituencies that Mika say, tension is brewing there. Now they will intend to use some constituencies way as the precursor to what? Trigger or press the state of emergency. By way of say, send the panel muku sa constituency one. So when you attempt to obey Samonibia, there is the standby, what I call or what I've already described, the war birds. The war birds means what? Their military attachment, their military deployments. Mind you, this is not the time we'll be back as well. Debbie, we don't need the military men at the polling station. No. And you're different from Zed. We don't need military men in town. No. Right now, it's no longer a polling station. Now, it's the nation and the free for all. So, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces will tell you to know there is some confusion in town, and this confusion way does not warrant or to let you know that it is beyond the threshold of the Ghana police. Therefore, the military should go and what? Calm the situation down. Once the military, ever chrome, no one can make tension down. It will lead to what you call a sporadic shots. I can only do this with Ghanaians. Senior Beya, you will not find yourself, or you will not be caught in the crossfire, or you may not be caught in the melee. Something is in the making. Ghanaians, don't take it as a joke. Now, Ebra, constituency when I bejano, then they deploy the military into it. 10 or whatever, 10 to 8 or what, depending how many. You do move form. 1, 2, 3, and no. Enough for the president to press the state of emergency button. Case closed. And when the state of emergency button is pressed out, what it means is that automatically President Addo Akufo would continue or will remain the president sitting on the seat until whatever. And this is Africa. Trust me. Our intelligence team within and outside the domain are watching the situation carefully and closely with the sharp lenses. We are also watching the situation very close with our sharp lenses and everything that entails. At this juncture, we call on His Eminence Ibn Chambers. Yes, Honorable Ibn Chambers, His Eminence. We are also calling on ECOWAS, Economic Committee of West Africa. We are calling on them. We are also calling on ECOMOC. And then last, calling on United Nations and all the international stakeholders in Ghana's just ended election 2024, right? To be on the alert to figure out this impending explosion so that Obi Ameka say Kwaku, you are lying. No. I've called on all these eminent institutions, including His Eminence Ibn Chambers, all of them. May say, wake up, be on the alert. Begin to pick the intelligence on the ground. What is in the making? This impending explosion. Ghana for Mahama-Nana agro. We don't want history to be in the making. No. Yempe history be in the making. Why would I say this? And I reference Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo, who became president of Ivory Coast in 2000. During his presidency, he grappled with civil war and an extended period of what? Disunity after dispute that he lost on election in November 2010. He refused to step down, which led to a political crisis that threatened to reignite civil war in the midst of accelerating conflict. Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Asema Mike, Enye Abosebikao, ABC, our just neighbor here, Ivory Coast, ABC, honor. Laurent Gbagbo, ABC, Ivory Coast. Election 2000, he won, or he did not, or see we didn't win. And what he did basically was that he plunged the nation called Ivory Coast into war, a civil war. Nketiah. Ghana for me now move with the course. The second person I can reference, President Yahya Jammeh of Gambia, when he attempted not to hand over power to the president-elect. And you see in MDC on other hand. And tonight, Yahya Jammeh and see next. And the list goes on and on and on. Tonight, we are calling on the eminent persons and bodies to sit with the President Addo Akufo to consider this as a national exercise and what? An obligatory. And also a force enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. And may I say, Mr. President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, Ompel. This is what? A non-compromise situation. He is obligated to do it, and there is nothing he can do. Yes, Mr. President. Wontumi yahwe wo ho. The obetumi ayane say on the 7th December, President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo Ompel, he cannot do anything except to hand over power to the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Period. And may I say to the MPP, and also say this to some top officers in the Ghana Armed Forces. Yes, any officers in the military, in the Ghana Armed Forces, and also in the state intelligentsia, please, allow this nation to move this direction way. And kudru, maybe I say kudru. Na onyankopon fa ni nhyira Ghana. Ye pabocho. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, ye pabocho. Whether Bawumia conceded early or did not, the point is, puto hwegum dan kwansiri mu ana na ebeko. Ye any further machinations or any schemes or any conspiracy ploy to disturb the political stability of this nation, please, the volcanic eruption will be more than you can bear. Try. Nobody try for us to raise the flag down. No, let the flag of Ghana hoist across the global world and at the global stage, because election will be a hunipa. And ya feeling ya to a benevieno. And a mobile skirmishes being in the scheme of things, Ghanaians have spoken, and that is the word of Ghanaians. We cannot compromise this. Mr. President Akufo-Addo, please, any form, any attempt to press the state of emergency button will be very fatal. I can assure any of you. Ghana's international partners, Bibri, are picking this intelligence. I'm telling you, I don't want to mention it, but I say, Ghana's international partners, foreign, have picked this intelligence. Let peace reign, and let peace reign in Ghana. Ghana was the first country in the south of the Saharan African continent to have gained her independence. And after our independence, spirits of gloom, despondency, and moral decadence have become a commonplace. But even though of the above, still Ghana continued to reign on the global platform as the beacon of what? Democracy. As what? Gateway to Africa. So therefore, may I say respectfully, Mr. President, let's maintain this status quo. Where we everything, corruption, massive corruption at the apex of government. Enough. The accuracy is can't come on femra. But the likes of the Gabias Rochedako, Kenufuriata, whoever Mushin Biara, you must account for your still worship. Folks, we any reporter, Medebeto or Ama president and the country. We are and I make a chance of folks, and you ma ye piano, and yama anoju sao. Please. They be a master make a chance of Kwaku Metia me but down for and you must sometimes Kwaku me they be also make a chance. I wish I don't know all of this. Because why? Too much. The things we know, sometimes we see, we hear, we get too much. Why? What are they? Sometimes to be able to sit to process all of the above, it's a much work to do. Folks, at the end of the day, I can only appeal to the consciousness of this nation, our clergy, civil society groups, and all and sundry to wake up and begin to speak to the president that anytime soon, Mr. President, you would walk down the aisle. It will be well as noted, said, you've come to rule 8 years. Walk down the aisle. Right now, as we speak, President Akufo is in his lame duck period. Yeah, stage. Yeah. Minimum say make say President Akufo or baby of France. Kwajiwa home wo ho. Be did ni wanom. Aka ne lasen. E bibia de nasem ko. Nemom say obi eba be press the state of emergency bottom. No. It will be resistant with the fears. With the blood. Moja na nipa de begu ho a resist saade no. Inti be the mosi on this attempt of say hand over mapa on the 7th January. Ye na ye ba Independence Square ho aba be hwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to be sworn in as the next president of this republic. Asem fanasem ko asundwimu ne ye na ye ntra ha se ba tan ba ko ene ne mma ye bedidi ne yanom asem wasa bibia ni ho ana se the chairman kan a while ago ye na be trust ne ye didi de wo mu an bibia ni ho mu ba ye sikai munya bia nya bi edi bi atoto dan cars bibia di ma ahodo ma no so ye se muntimi ni wo me mete ye ese ma no ko muntimi ni wo ene mu ne ade eye it's okay. Munya man into na John Mahama. The 24-hour economy on metwa so. Na fi so operation why recover the loot and me a honke can comply with them. Na some for some folks honey the BC. Afi yemra but obi beka say no Kwaku. Are you for real? Me pese me yin me bi chama me bo video bi dia kire mo. First video and second video. To tell you that President Akufo all hand you over. But tonight, there's something already in the conspiracy. Intelligence and first, I want you to listen to this audio recording. Take a listen to this one.
Good evening, sir. What's up, culture? Information I mean, a free MPP on my platform and say, once I last me say no message be say general friend say Opoku ni general Afo ni some police officers be they are planning for coup. Sa asam na maka no papa na police for no mokawon aya Mensa komodi na de won say it is not over. Me end this from 18 years there said once our transition team na eguso eyom adwuma no all is well, all is not well. The my agenda my last agenda my fan say e say easy yes stubborn easy ekeka say some constituency be on jintum na opeso ye recollection Akufo Adom no ma planning ma catch and say that's the only option on war on to so 2 year more na come about 20 years they want to say easy egusu say on penny no be recollection na NDC so on penny nti they be say easy by force abakwa recollection no NDC the more boko go so on penny na menya aba ehono Akufo Adom bafa so they declare state of emergency. I'm telling you, Akufo Adom is not ready to hand over power to Mahama. NDC mumi in the whole assembly ya catch on we hear from source MPP for platform so na mini no say asem na mo discuss or ni onokwa ni yemi hyehyɛ no nti say me so mo mpefunu aso nti say omo last option o my say generals not standing by, any police officers in are standing by. Say the only option on Motuma Motum that from Mokuna Ban say easy and press circulation or by now NDC is some person or Bejatum. NDC is easy for no court, easy for no some person Boko court, or to move some quarter or medium true in some of the force at the recollection or recollection now. Omo de abani bi ekogum nti de omunim se abanom de ekogum no sa imagine NDC ni edwini NDC for the winning various constituency no omodma eyin abayin materials bi ko gum ma aboso nti so omo ye coalition na MPP definitely MPP ebomini nti MPP wini sa na constituency no mo kan na there's no way NDC benya two-third in parliament no nti de omo pese omo ye bia no entumo maso nti bosha Akufo da hye Mensa mo se so oboa no me chi so Wontumi ye coalition na ni bachi otumi onyama ne keke na omo hwe de besi the NDC for no beye se NDC for na ampene na me nya bepe obe declare state of emergency obekese Wontumi Hanover and then hono minim de besi next Akufo pene saa minim de besi next ntime srawo asem we amaka no eye serious asem we amaka no eye serious me pacho me financial asunti sisia na NDC we should be on guard. NDC we should be on guard. But their constitution and the issue akaso be coalition na NDC mama boys no my ye boys no every half for no monitor coalition center home hu any move bial pe na sa mama mpene na say force no higher Akufo da obodwi na otherwise but mpempere make say decision on my fan no say is wa promise Mensa so no na onye coalition so to me ye pe MPP for more winning na so to me anye na nisi fu be me so mo pepe baba fa so no dey declare a state of emergency e ho no na general poku na general afọ no police for na me kan no ho no na mo dom mbagim there behind the scene no say behind the scene e nim dia e baba mo kan cha president Mahama Nature on sorry, I say, wararasi, all is not well. All is not well. Akufo don't want to hand over because they are many sino so over team now committee no what no. I'm wired this time, you saw done that. Inti sa, aseme wona some way funny serious. Nature man pay for now something. But that's it.
Wọ́n sẹ́ obi kasa o obi ekohu bibi o ẹ̀hún asẹ́m ato hɔ sẹ́ tie na wọ́n deɛ fanatrada obi kan na sọ sẹ́ fanala you know yẹ kaa na ebi mu otwe so soroku right otwe soroku ebi soso yẹ no sẹ́ deɛ Ghana for ɔmo but wọ́n ma deɛ I want you to listen to President Addo Akufo a statement of the president himself not me not you. The president himself. Statement Ben a president, no. Or can an be no say take a listen to it.
He said the now soon to be former president made an announcement with vim and vigor that he would never hand over. Please, may bow you not to remind us of anything. I'm building a case. Look at what he said.
So
I just want you to remember, he did say that. Okay, and I think unfortunately, because he's a president and he's on top, because he made those statements, it strengthened the hand of others. And the NPP to also get up and make the same thing with the same vigor. After all, your leader, so they also added their voice to it. Listen to some of them.
So far as I live, me didn't break it biao. To me, you know, me say, me mfama wa monne, me mfama wa mochina. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
Asem no kan wote President Addo Akufo de si die hand over ma obia obeji 2 minutes free say did you hear that me na me ka asem no now de ka montra ona munyi nsem bia no Ghana for yeah mama ka say mi jemo Africa na ye wo no me say Africa at least mama 2 die 2 nipa mienu presidents a when we stage the same thing. President Mienu, Laurent Gbagbo, Ivory Coast, Yaya Jammeh of Gambia. Hey, now what they saying? They don't care. They don't care. President Akufo or say what is Santiago? Take a listen to him.
Only Babe two were Kunyanaso, I think I'm about no Babe Kunyanaso, and Maso. Only Babe two were Kunyanaso, I think I'm about no Babe Kunyanaso, and Maso. Only Babe two were Kunyanaso, I think I'm about no Babe Kunyanaso, and Maso. Only Babe two were Kunyanaso, I think I'm about no Babe Kunyanaso, and Maso.
The president loud and clear. Into the town, you can't. The amendment to me catch on said, from now to see a day called holidays, one of my yaki, the American, so that you may not be caught in any crossfire, in any sporadic whatever, or in a melee. I don't know how that is going to happen. But President Akufo the first state of emergency Baltimore, the military now would have to obey the orders. Yes. Dear, if President Akufo press the state of emergency Baltimore, yes. And the issue and answer the topic of President Akufo Addo's attempt to hold on to power now, they are too heavy. The institutions say said Mumra na Mumeyejuma. I'm done on that one. We are done. And we are watching the space and watching the space very close. Folks, if you moving the National Security HQ headquarters, Assembly issue, and here we have the report. One page, we can't video natural. I'll say number one, Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates, Utie, or say Asumeni and cohorts stealing monies and moving sensitive documents from Blue Gates. The sensitive documents are to be assessed by who? Gabi Ochre Dakun and destroyed by say. This is what the report is saying. Report today can number one or say. Eye papa ye oda we oye Kwaku Asumeni ni dwuma wonu mu di sabri ni se afi wonu mu sika every national security headquarters any document sensitive document womu di ni na no ekwa koma hwan Gabi Asare Ochredako unim Gabi mumfa Gabi mra ye de womu documents ni nyina ekoma se be ya sa sensitive documents ni na no wonu be destroy na. I don't know why. Number two, see, so far, over 5 million Ghana cedis belonging to operatives have been moved in a week whilst no operations are being conducted. Report to us will be himself. Or say Sika, saying 5 million Ghana cedis. One more time Sika every national security headquarters one they call. Woman di says can so abra operation bia so enko so a ebe warranty say says ka omudi koyesi says can so according to the report no or says can is for when the operatives national security operatives by your term scan they call. Number 3, or say this comes at the backdrop of abduction of Kan Dapa by operatives at Jubilee House who demanded their exit allowance. Naturally, say, operatives in him say, "Sika bi wo ho." I say this says can ye dem warm allowances na sefo. But ora Kandapa nhwema says ke ya mfa momu besi satane. Ni na aka na Kandapa ye chi no Jubilee House. Wo mo kidnap no straight up. And no report be da beto amamo deda. Number 4, or say the above individuals have contravened the new National Security Airline and Security and Intelligence Act, which clearly states one must resign before taking an appointment elsewhere. All individuals have not resigned from national security and continue drawing fat salaries and allowance. I feel the another chapter. Any idea? Ekwanya yasesa 150 nipa maku saying 150 no can won the dream is saying 150 ohania driunum yasesa say ni pay na de omakogu Bank of Ghana omugu ho from national security to yama man resign. They did not resign and they had omakosho. Yeah, folks, as we report they say enokra one man contravening national security, the airline, and then also the Security and Intelligence Act, they've woma ato samra. Nenu na make us say abenya ube NDC abai move from an Bank of Ghana. Serious, fish all of them out. Number 5, or say noteworthy, Victoria Sam and Emmanuel Dadzie are subjects of ongoing procurement breaches. Another paragraph. They are said to have imported vehicles and weapons at inflated prices on behalf of the ministry. An undertaking were not authorized to execute. Afi yedi nipa mienu bi sudiaba. Eya maami e friend Victoria Sam. Victoria Sam ono national security hono. Ono no ye director analyst. Oni sa Emmanuel Dadzie eka bomu eko importo arms so ammunitions edeba omeimu a sa ammunition no ehun Petition entwa yie na nsenem fata SS abri investigate om ne ye den ye do mo famra kwan so no mpenifo bi na ehwem ntia nti o ma fam hwadi. Number 6, or say Victoria and Emmanuel Dadzie sheepishly used the proceeds of their ill-gotten wealth on Arab-style mansions around Spintex, a serious clout on the Akufo-led government. Next, as a Samami Victoria Sami, on you Abronye friend, Emmanuel Dadzie, Sikana Wontumi with Adom this kind of way. And I've gone to see it. For some reasons, I don't want to show you their pictures and their mansions. When we say, I will do that today. Telling you, what guys are grow. Me say, Mami Victoria Sam and Emmanuel Dadzie. Tonight, I'm not going to show their pictures. Wait, me kwaba, me ya dear. Number 7, or say, if national security officials who have spent less than 4 years at BullGod are able to build Arab-styled homes, then a thorough audit must be conducted at the BullGod to recover lost state assets. Or say ni pay me enu, say what she say, one more national security in less than 4 years. No one will see a day Céasë to say Arab for mansiona. Hey, not just a DB course for national security. SSC, you need investigating. Seriously. National security operatives, and then when we see there, it is a villa, it is an Arab mansion. Number 6, folks, and then me de sa pictures in the betel, and then we build a betel for a reason. Now, last one, or say the NDC government and its oral team are admonished to review this contravention whilst recalling the individuals back to BullGod for investigations. Long live Ghana, long live the People's Revolution. The last, a fee or call it on said the oral team no enshema investigation be enkoso right now. Na enipa no ye do omo free BullGod or national security do omo call Bank of Ghana. They should bring them back. Folks, afi mi beyi video bi achiro. Ekwanya one more packet documents any sika shekaim no mo dey according to the report, documents in it almost almost the question for they come Gabi Asrochidako. Sana Semetier. Mr. Gabi Asrochidako, your name has been mentioned in this report. We may crave your indulgence if you want to respond. Please come out and respond. The best video in national security. How we secure this? We have a lot of spies within the security and intelligentsia. And we have see a fakwan bisu and sana etimia in your video. There are lots of videos, but tonight me be mam we pe monhwe na me mekasem. Na me yi peni bisu picture me fankyere mo. Sa peni ya friend wa we dwane. You are sending the message with Johnny. But there is something so opinion way is involved. But first, take a listen, watch this video and watch quietly. Watch this. I see it to be secured. I see it a free her. This is National Security Headquarters. Blue Gate. No one more a parking your man. And you see one. Yeah. I'll be saying him for no more call. And him for and one more day air call. Folks. I said no. Now, into any other honor. Good. Now, Openia Nidi APA sa operations of evacuating documents and money no. Sa Openia no. Na oye bank oye national security operative o. Our Bank of Ghana any edina aba national security so meyedwa ono da ho no. Mr. Seth Danso, yes. Seth Danso was Bank of Ghana top official and he didn't have national security as one of their what accountants. Yes. Honor down, Mr. Sedanso. Mr. Sedanso accused of being behind the evacuation of monies from the national security headquarters. And him from this can go. Papa, every effort bearer to bring him forward, number yin sembiano. Deliberately refused to come forward. They are sending the messages upon messages. He doesn't want to speak. He doesn't want to come forward. But they be some catch him say, "Moya sunfo papa we or some Ghana, whether you like it or not, we a national security officer. Sikanwa mo evacuate free national security headquarters and you sika. It belongs to the people of this country. The question is, where have they sent the money? And if from this can akwashe. Into who friend wa omuya message be a dear man so omra forward. No, he has decided to hide. Honor down, Mr. Sedanso was Bank of Ghana, one of their top officials, our Bank of Ghana, and he didn't bar national security under why the late Mr. Chairman, who was then the national security coordinator, now deceased, and he didn't buy on secondment. Sedanso or national security. He's the one being accused of this evacuation of these huge sums of money. Folks, afi mamemra na me making kind messages. The next show no makachro and then your last show. But multiples of shows, any breaking news and I'm kwemu bibria ye de eba. But I saw make and say, so binya our programs ya washa ye ko break and there, but the rest of the shows no ye be ye YouTube ho. Ye be ba live YouTube ho no. Inti menu we are subscribe to our YouTube channel, my CTVGH, subscribe. O subscribe your program ye be na no ubenye be live now watch it. Come on. Okay? Because we need to go on break and then we'll be live on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Folks, sisi ameno ka say ko YouTube YouTube subscribe your channel here my CTVGH the program here baby ano ubenye bi ahwe easy because we need to go on break. All right? all media houses in a break. Our studio also need to go on break. Studio Nankasa Krane is under construction, a lot of things going on. So folks, we need to make a way. Now, it is quite frankly an astounding fallacy to accept that President Akufo and the leaders of the new patriotic party genuinely harbor any sincere affection for Ghana. Throughout history, political leaders have come and gone, fulfilling their terms of office. Yet, these individuals now seek to assert such an extraordinary degree of power that they openly refuse to relinquish control in accordance with democratic norms. What form of malevolence? Do you want to use the word benevolence or what? Malevolence. Is this? Disheartening is paradox that those who repeatedly lament the nation's progress and insist that Ghana has a long and arduous journey ahead of her. In fact, the very same individuals who vociferously applauded these corrupt and obstinate leaders whenever they make such egregious declaration. Is it declaration, the word egregious declaration? How can we as a nation anticipate meaningful development under such a regressive and myopic mindset? Alas, Ghana, our beloved motherland, we are irreparable doomed if the military and the police lead their support or lend their support to this deleterious and autocratic conduct exhibited by the president and the NPP. Wamfanidi amao, hey, Profiano de Quata, Profiano de oh Minia, Profana. We are saying we the soldiers and the good soldiers will not sit down because we voted for change, and we are more than, and we are many more than those who want to cause mutiny. W01 W01 for Nidiamba or a sojourner. Good one there. We are watching them closely. Obisudi or they bye no. Hi Kwaku, good evening. Explosive revelations at its best. We would call Nana Addo's plans and intentions a bluff to twist twats and subvert the will of the people. The actions and inactions of NPP shown that their glittering facade have crumbled with unimaginable impunity. Breaking the AIDS mantra gave us the sense of feeling that looting the state would continue unabated. I'm totally overwhelmed by the actions of the Ashanti chiefs. Awesome. PK! I give you the salute. Of course, PK the literaturistic Ankasa. Please, I want to know how NPP party able to get 41% of the presidential votes after winning only 3 regions with slight margin as compared to NDC that won 13 regions. Quite instructive, is it not? Yes. He would hand over. They should try to refuse to hand over to President Mahama. We are all waiting, and should know there are military who are backing NDC and we will fight for justice. Hey, Asamaba, Soja Foni Bisu, I ready. We all say 7 January, President Mahama would be sworn in. Nothing can stop it. Jinyame, yeah, and the way they want Makai, the days of Rollins. Or say, who told you that your show is the #1 investigative show? Stop talking rubbish. Why shouldn't Akufo hand over? Shut up. I say, is it Mate, stop throwing dust into people's eye? You are a joker and a liar. No one believes you. I say, I'm gonna come hard on you after handing over smoothly to NDC on 7th, 25th. You should wait for your massive expose after lying. When you live in a glass house, don't throw stones to others. Don't be bragging. You know everything. You know Foko, and shut up and stop insult shouting. I'll say, read the message. Stop shouting. You know, Foko, you are a fool. You should be arrested and prove that one is corrupt. Through a legal route, only again you should be arrested by taking bloodshed in Ghana. I'll say again, Kwaku Annan, you are a big fool. How can MPP discuss serious issues on their platform? Stupid investigative journalists, verify it and come back again. A big fool. And I'm reading it all. He sent this message from London. You think I will read it? I'm reading it. Why? I can't. I say, you are naive. Is it Matthew or what? Did you listen to the whole speech by Akufo? Where would you keep money? In the National Security Headquarters. Big fool. Shut up. All that you know saying doesn't any make sense. Let me help you with your construction. Doesn't make sense. Don't talk about things you haven't gotten evidence. That's Ghana journalist talk. Whereas in any part of the world would you have found yourself in the court answering questions? One for Udiamba. So your name is what? Samuel Opoku. Samuel Opoku Achman. You didn't bring your real name. Okay, maybe there are lots of message. Charlie and Nadia Jack, you ever point apa? I say hi, bro. The sitting president, he's a fascist and wrecker and created the economic crony for his family. Yeah. Moro, Tema, and all the buyer. We all say, Mr. Annan, please. The Ghana army does not need to adhere to the press button of Nanado. A state of emergency, seriously, the CDS can detonate the button with his discretion. The patriotic mindset outright is so sickening when you listen to their tantrums. PJ, UK, and honestly, they buy. Well, good evening, good work, God bless you. From Emmanuel AGLOW. Okay. Yeah, Charlie. I say it was really that he said that. Ways was say, hi bro, beg, watch your mouth. I am James, polite watching you from Sukura. I beg, watch your mouth. They are very wicked people. I am James. James Manu. We all say, this is what I have dreamt of, but it will not happen. Okaikwe Central Constituency. This EC and MP people are not smart crowd. I say the total Charlie, wait a minute to make numbers and they need that strength. Well, so good evening, my dear brother. Looking at the elections, violence, costs, destruction of assets, time spent, etc. Ghana ready for electronic voting. Let us pray for God. JDM, wisdom, strength, patience, etc. Implement most. Francis from Tafo and Ode Ebaye. Guys, we all say, I'm enjoying the show. Honorable Kofi Kwache is indeed an experienced politician. This is Céasë Benjamin, a member of Dr. Amafo's effect. The Frontline show is the best show ever. Today is my first time, but I have really enjoyed it. Oh, really? Continue to enjoy our show. Our YouTube, why? We won't say YouTube one. Yeah, the programs in no. Ebe to hon come. I'll be to me actually. And we doing the sample. Oh yeah, Céasë Benjamin. To subscribe to our channel. We all say, okay, let me see. Or how say, but I say keep it up, anchor. But nothing would happen. They are not serious people. I mean the NPPs. Okay, all right. Onosunedi Odebayano. Yeah, thanks for your message. We all say, hi, good job, bro. Inshallah, Akufo would go like opposition leader. Wallahi, bro. Leave or say, bro, live them. Don't insult them. They don't know what they are saying, okay? What's that? They may who ni foul. I know different land, but what's a man casano? There's a reason I have to allow him to say all the things he's saying. All right. Nanado would definitely hand over to Mahama. He have no choice. Ghana is for Ghanaians. Prophet Ufuri, great. And or they buy. Okay. Oh, Bartholomew. And now there's other message in the buy. So that's about it, folks. And somebody must see how. Somebody must see. Hey, guys.